Tonight, we're going to take a look at the UFC's top 5 mythical creatures. I'm going to be applying a bit of recency bias, but what would you expect from a Shameless casual? But first, a quick little shout out to a few that didn't quite make this carefully calculated and much coveted list. Dropped in the first round, Oliveira is a close one to my heart. And who doesn't love no sparring Max Holloway? And don't forget everyone's favourite meme monster, Sober Costa. But onto the list. At 5, we have Full Potential Till. This one's so rare, it's actually never been seen. More rare than a BMF belt title defence. Darren Till is a man of highs and lows. Highs brighter than his teeth, and lows darker than Mike Perry's 23andMe. So much alleged potential, yet failure to launch worse than John Jones without a bone pill. If he did ever actually put it all together, he would have been a superstar. Number 4, Calculated Gagey. The chaotic, violent Gagey from his early career won our hearts. Always living up to his name, the highlight, but then something changed. In the build-up to the Tony fight, he was saying all the same things. But on fight night was the birth of Calculated Gagey. Following his game plan, listening to his coach, not getting drawn into a barn burner. It was like watching a nasally all-American caterpillar turn into a beautiful, controlled butterfly of violence. And in at 3, Patient Francis. We all know the crack. Francis goes in, he lunges forward, shooting out deadly haymakers, and eventually lands one. And if he doesn't, he runs out of gas and is pretty much useless. I.e. Ngannou Stipe won. But then he fights Stipe a second time and reveals possibly the scariest thing in nature. Patient Francis. Nobody stood a chance. And number 2, 6th round, Nate Diaz. Let's get one thing clear. Nate Diaz doesn't lose. He runs out of time. He might not look great for the first few rounds, and he might bleed more than my missus every time I'm in the mood. But damn, if there was a 6th round, the record books would look a lot different. Just ask welterweight champ Leon Edwards. After Nate tactically let Edwards put a beatdown on him for 4 3/4 rounds, he was then ready and switched it on. Sadly, under the current anti-Diaz rules, there were only 5 rounds and he didn't quite get it done. And number 1, of course, the many forms of Conor McGregor. You have karate stance Conor, that burst onto the scene and created a legend. Titanium leg Conor, who's threatening to make a sure-footed comeback. Juiced up McGregor, who mostly posts photos and rants on Instagram. And then the ultimate mythical creature of the UFC. Say it with me. Motivated Conor, who when shows up could beat any man alive. Sadly more rare than an IV in an Islam fight camp. But if that man shows up, you're in trouble. Anyway, if you like this video, for GSP's sake, give a guy a sub and check out this video here.